Hey guys, bonus video. Glad you stuck around. Bonus. Glad you stuck around to check this out. Like I mentioned in the last video, Joe Bunn of Bunn DJ Company has been in business, 30 some years out of Raleigh, North Carolina. He's got a top-notch organization with probably 15, 16 DJs. He's doing
4 offices.
Thank you. 4 offices, including one in Charleston.
Yep.
But he's running a business, running a DJ's booking business, and he's also doing a podcast, like he mentioned before. He's also doing speaking engagements around
Got a product, DJ booth.
And
You have to
got
have
a
a product.
Got a product, DJ booth for DJs. He's doing speaking engagements around the nation. At different events. In fact, I think tomorrow he goes off to Chicago to another, convention for mobile DJs. So the guy's a genius when it comes to branding. I think if you look him up or Google Joe Bunn, you'll see that he'll probably take up the whole first page of Google. So with that, as business owners, we always struggle with marketing. Even we struggle with marketing. We're a small team, and so it's a lot of hard work trying to get our name of Revvi out there and what we do. I think the question I'm getting ready to ask Joe applies to any business owner, no matter what the industry. Even though that he is in the DJ business, marketing is marketing. And so he's done a phenomenal job, and I really think that he could share a couple of nuggets that you guys can take away, useful information, and that even I could probably benefit from. So, with that, Joe, what are 1 or 2 key things that business owners need to do for their marketing?
I think one of the first things that you have to do, especially as a small business, and this has even been hard for somebody like myself, not necessarily that I'm a control freak, but it is such a lean organization, that even though I have 15 guys that are out there DJing for me in the Raleigh office, I'm still the only full-time employee. But at the end of the day, and again, if you listen to any business podcast, they'll eventually get around to this subject. You have to build a team, and what I mean by that is you don't have to go out and like you were saying, everybody struggles with marketing. Or branding. Any people that are in small business are struggling, and any people that are in these Fortune 500 companies have spent hundreds of thousands, or really at this point millions of dollars to hire an ad agency. Right. They don't want to deal with it in-house, so they take it all out of house. That's how some of these ad agencies do so well. So for somebody small business like yourself or myself or people watching this video, you've got to build a team, and that's hard to do, So, even yourself, you call me sometimes, like, I need somebody to design this. Okay, I've got this graphics person I've been using for 10 years. Met her once. She's between San Francisco and North Carolina. I literally have met her one time. It was around Christmas. She brought me a bottle of wine or something for all the business I had
That's
sent
good
her.
marketing.
Yeah. And just showed up in my office. And when she walked in, I was like, I honestly didn't
know who she was.
I didn't know who she was. But I found her through somebody, started using her. She was affordable. She's fast, which is super rare in the graphics world. She knows the brand. Everything she sends me is on brand. Another person, like an SEO person, to get you on page 1. Even down to your accountant and your lawyer. You have to build a team. And really in the marketing world, I think that the most important people are going to be your graphic designer, your web expert, whether it's a designer or a coder or whatever they want to call it.
Content writer as well.
Yeah, content writer, copywriter. Any of these people now are available freelance. You don't have to spend $1 million with an ad agency. Even if you go on, what are some of the ones you use, Chris? Elance or Fiverr.com or 99designs.com. Like, all of these sites can help you find the right people. And to be honest with you, they're fully qualified. Is it going to take you a few more days to probably sort through them and figure them out? Absolutely, but I promise you.
And there'll be some trial and error as well.
100%.
Hit and miss.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. Chris and I have used people, from coders to designers to animators to video content creators from all these different sites. And to be honest with you, it's hit or miss.
Right.
I've wasted some money on them, but I haven't wasted the kind of money that some of these major companies have on these failed projects. The other thing that I always preach, the main thing that is so crucial is consistency. You have to be consistent with your brand. Your card has to look like your website, which looks like the booklet that you give out to the couples that come and meet with you. Even the slides that I show, when I'm doing a speaking engagement are on brand. And, I think that it always goes back to those old sales books that used to come out about it takes people 7 times to see something before they act upon it. It's much easier for people to have those 7 opportunities when things match, when things look consistent. So, sometimes it's a good idea to once a quarter or twice a year maybe to lay out all the things that you give out or that, you
make
consider.
Sure everything's in line.
Yeah, make sure it all looks
right.
like your brand. And I can't stress that enough. Sometimes I'll get a business card from somebody at a seminar, and I'll go look at their website, and they have nothing to do with each other. And that's just confusing to the consumer. It doesn't even look like the same company. The fonts are different. The logo's different. It's just a mess. So really, really consistency is the key piece.
Gotcha. So to wrap that up about what Joe just shared with us, number one is you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money to find somebody to help you with graphic design, web development, content management. You can use these other third-party, Upwork, Fiverr, these places, which are hit and miss. And like Joe said, you've got to sift through probably a few to find the right fit for you.
You'll spend some time on that.
Yeah. But in the long run, it may be helpful. But if you have the budget already in place for, a local marketing firm or maybe a firm in state, that's not a bad thing either. But really, who we're talking to is, the small business owner that's always working on a shoestring budget. It seems like, even us is a shoestring budget. But anyway, so building out who you can go to, kind of your go-to people for design, content, web development, what have you. So building that team, and then the second key piece there that he mentioned is consistency. So brand consistency along every aspect of your business. So your website, your cards, your marketing brochures, it all is the same. And like Joe said, people have to see it 7 times before they act on it. I'm sure
I think that's still true.
I'm going to say that there's probably a lot of truth in there, except for the pack of gum or the chocolate when you're at the checkout store.
Yeah, they'll get you on that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Joe Bunn of Bunn DJ Company out of Raleigh, Charleston, Richmond, Charlotte.
That's it.
So if you needed a wedding DJ,
we got you.
He's got you covered.
We got you.
Especially on the East Coast here. But anyway, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Later.
See you.